All right, so Third Strike, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, released in May 1999. Um, yeah, I almost, don't need to say anything about this game. Like I said, this is a lot of people's favorite Street Fighter, and I mean, rightfully so. It does have like colorful cast of characters. Got Urian, Q, and 12 got introduced in this version, which they're both um, low tier characters, from my understanding. 12 being the worst, apparently. Had to go with Sean still because he was my main. He's in as far as Street Fighter 3 is concerned. Um, and they nerfed him bad in this game. Playing this from coming back from Double Impact, I was like, okay, yeah, I can definitely feel a difference. So his moves are just a lot slower, and they don't combo off of each other very well. Um, there's a lot of balance changes. They really, as far as like the top three characters, I think in this game, it's as far as this game's concerned, is Yun is like number one, and then Chun-Li, which they brought back Chun-Li in this version as well, and then Ken. Those are the top three characters. Um, I will say, as far as tier lists are concerned, that's not something that has ever interested me. Um, I know I've hung out. I think I'm pretty sure my younger brother's this kind of person where he'll pick top tier characters because they're top tier characters. Um, which is why he picks Chun-Li in this whenever we do play Third Strike. Whereas I pick Ken because I pick Ken and Sean because those are my mains. Sean was, first the character that I picked when playing Impact, and that didn't change. Um, so the stages, they're all right. I still think Double Impact stages are better, but the music in this game and that hip hop influence is there, and everybody kind of got excited with Street Fighter 6 that they're going back to the like urban hip hop roots. So I a lot of this music, at first I wasn't a fan of, but now I've grown to love it. And then, like I said before, this is my favorite Street Fighter to watch, at least. Um, and then right now I'm playing in arcade mode, and I do like how you can choose your opponent, the next opponent you're gonna face. And then a couple things with this game. So they refined everything, made balance changes. The parry system is really where this got perfected. That being said, I am playing on the Anniversary Collection. A lot of people consider that to be the worst version, or one of the worst versions, I think, next to the Dreamcast version, because the Dreamcast version took away Urian's unblockable, and one other person. They nerfed one other person. But then they kept it in this version, but then there's like input delay somewhat in this version. So there's still people playing the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike version on PS3. Um, you know, I get on there from time to time to check out the lobbies. But yeah, Anniversary Collection is where I pretty much grew respect for this game. Because even when I you know, started playing and wanted to get competitive in Alpha 3, there wasn't too many people playing, but there was still a lot more people playing Third Strike. So I was like, well, I mean, again, I love Street Fighter, it's Street Fighter, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on there. And I didn't get as high, but I did. I do want to say I improved a bit. I do think the thing that soured me with Third Strike is the pairing, because if you face somebody that's just, and there's plenty of people because they've been putting tons of years. This is already you know, almost 20 years. This came out in 1999. Yeah, so that's yeah, that's 20 years that someone could have put into Third Strike. So they can just like not. You could just not do anything to them. Like they just parry everything. And that's where when I was getting really into it, that's where my unorthodox style really came to be. And I played against a couple people that didn't really particularly like how I was playing, but I mean, hey, that's c'est la vie. It is what it is. So, I was being really stubborn on this playthrough, and I really did want to try and get through this arcade run with Sean. There's a couple of times where I thought I would switch over to Ken, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with it. So this is a longer arcade run than the other ones, so that kind of gives you a little clue about how this went. Yeah, the other thing is that the frames of animation, just how the character movements in this game, I will say is probably the best in any of the Street Fighters. Even, you know, yeah, as much as I like Alpha 3, I do think this game is the best looking Street Fighter, period. So, as far as presentation, as far as sound goes, it's there. It just needed the roster. I feel like, you know, it's never going to happen, but if one day, you know, they were able to make a Street Fighter sub-series maybe, and just make it the template of Third Strike and just add a whole bunch of characters, I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, I know that's not going to happen. I do hope they add Sean in Street Fighter 6. I was really hoping for him in Street Fighter 5, but no. So supposedly with Sean, Capcom messed up, and he wasn't supposed to be as good as he was. He was supposed to be a Dan-like character because, you know, he was still training. He's still learning the, you know, Ken Ryu's training style, so, or fighting style. So I still think he's fun to play with. Um, when I get online, him or Elena are my first picks. I really learned to play with Elena in this game. Akuma, played a little bit of Akuma. Ken. Ibuki is someone that I always wanted to learn how to play with. I just need to put in the time. But I would probably try Dudley before I tried Ibuki, but yeah.
Prepare to strike. Now.
So Evo Moment 37 is something where that's what got a lot of people into this game. And I do remember, I think I saw it at my friend Edgar's house. And yeah, I couldn't believe, I just thought that was like the upper echelon. Like no one can ever get to that level. I remember my other friend Geraldo being good at this game. Like he was really good with parries. And then my older brother, I don't think he was. I don't remember him ever suggesting like, hey, let's play Third Strike. It was always like, let's play Street Fighter Alpha 3, or let's play, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or something like that. It's a little odd because, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Dreamcast is good, but apparently Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Third Strike aren't the greatest versions on the Dreamcast, which I'm pretty sure we did have those versions when we did have a Dreamcast. So, I mean, that's just to show you that if you're a casual player like me, like, you just don't know. You don't know and you don't care. Like I said, I'm on the Anniversary Collection. One, to record footage, and then two, it's just like, I can't really tell that much of a difference. That being said, I do want to try one of these days and spend the time learning the ins and outs of Fightcade. Because I think I'm pretty sure my PC can handle it. I just know that there's a lot of like, you gotta mess with the programs and files, and yeah, that's a big part why I don't do emulation or mess with emulators.
Are you ready? Go. Final round. Now.
During the time Anniversary Collection came out, I did want to research because I remember, you know, um, in the early days of like whatever YouTube was or however footage would end up on the internet. Again, we would go to my friend Edgar's house. We would watch videos of like Tekken or like Tekken Tag or Tekken 5. And yeah, you know, I remember my brother being like, "Oh, I could do that move. I could do that chain." So I do. That's when I started thinking like, okay, well, let me get on YouTube. Let me watch some Third Strike fights, and let me see if I can pick up some pointers, which I did. I mean, that's why you'll see me. You'll see me. Yeah, do that. Just build meter. So yeah, one dude I watch a lot is Maximilian Dude, and his favorite game is Third Strike. So, like I said, this is my favorite game to watch.
You win.
This is also how I found out about Pikachu Akuma, and then you know, I didn't know who Justin Wong was, but you know, again, watching those Third Strike videos, yeah, then I came to know who he was and Daigo and whatnot. Yeah, I need to work on. Oh, there we go. Ah. Yeah, I need to work on my double taps and triple taps. Here I was like, because yeah, I remember my younger brother also picking Remy. Yeah.
Fighters ready. Engage.
So, oh yeah, Remy was in this one as well, but he wasn't that good either. But yeah, so my younger brother would pick Remy or Ryu, and then later his main turned into Chun-Li, and then my older brother would pick Urien because his stage was, I don't know if he's from Mexico, but his stage is in Mexico, and Ken, Dudley. That's about it. But yeah, as far as matchups go, that's where, yeah, I was having a hard time because I didn't put a lot of time into this game. So I would try my hand with Alex, but again, I didn't play against these characters enough to know like, okay, what's safe on block, when's a good time to attack. So I did have to learn under fire when I got online on Anniversary Collection.
Welcome. Prepare for battle. I got the picture. Are you ready? Go.
Again, sorry, I'm not going to talk a lot because I do just like watching.
for it.
Try to do a taunt. That's the other thing that that later on I found interesting. That the taunts in this game actually do stuff for the character. Like Q, when he does his taunt, it builds up his defense, so he's able. It extend really. He becomes a tank if you're able to taunt 5 times within a round. And then Ken's taunt builds really good meter. I don't know, I know you could set up some good combos with Dudley's Rose taunt. And then Sean's basketball is, I mean, you can get a hit off of it, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, I do want to find out what the other taunts do.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Dang, messed me up.
Final round. Engage. You lose. Welcome to the world of speed. I got the feeling. Yeah, I see. Are you ready? Go. Fighters ready. Engage.
There we go, finally. It's almost as if all my attacks are getting interrupted, like mid-animation.
Fighters ready. Engage. You lose. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Be prepared for battle.
Try to switch it up a bit.
Are you ready? Go. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
There we go, finally.
The mark of my dignity shall scar thy DNA.
Are you ready? Go.
Kneel before your master.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it. You lose. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. Be prepared for battle. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
That took almost half my life.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter II. Prepare for battle. Prepare to strike. Now. Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Now. You lose. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter II.
Alright, well, I'm gonna let the rest of this play out. And then, yeah, next up is going to be Street Fighter 4. And that won't be, you know, that released back in July 18th, 2008. So it was almost a decade before we got a new Street Fighter after this one. So it was a long time waiting, and the hype was real. That I do remember. But did it meet expectations? I'll get into it when we'll play it, and we're gonna play the Ultra Street Fighter 4 version. But all right, guys.
You lose. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter III. Well, I got you. Battle. Fighters ready. Engage. Prepare to strike. Now. Cryokinesis.